SmartBook and quizzes cover Chapter 8 and Chapter 9. You may work on SmartBook for as long as you need to earn 100%, and you may take the quizzes as many times as you need to earn 100%. You'll have an assignment, star L. All SmartBook quizzes and assignments are due Sunday at 11:59 p.m. They are not selected late, so be sure to submit them before the due day. We'll take a look at our Blackboard site here. And we come down and we've got the week 4 agenda. And so we'll click on that. And you're watching the instructor guidance now. You have the PowerPoint for Chapter 8, PowerPoint for Chapter 9, SmartBook for Chapter 8, Quiz for Chapter 8, SmartBook for Chapter 9, and the quiz for Chapter 9. You should be familiar with those by now, so I won't spend too much time with that. Now, your assignment this week will be Star L interview, and this has to do with behavioral interviews. So let's go ahead and click on there. And it says start attempt. We'll go ahead and click on that. And here we go. There's a video for you to watch, and this will give you a good explanation on why you have a STAR interview. It's a behavioral interview, and the STAR, of course, stands for situation, task, activity, result, and L is what you learned from it. And so if we come down here, we've got the instructions, but I'll show you. What you're going to do after you watch the video is you're going to select this, and they'll bring up the top 50 behavioral questions. And so we can go through here. You can watch a little video here if you want, but it'll explain again what those are, and then how you answer them, STAR, star again. And we'll come down here, how to prepare. Then here's 10 common behavioral interviews and questions. Okay, and so they'll have those. We'll also get down to 40 more. So it'll ask you these other items here. So what you're going to do is you're going to pick one of the 50, and you're going to answer it with a STAR method. And I'll show you where you'll find that, but I want you to see the questions and how you access them. So we come back here, and we'll go down, and the STAR L interview template is here. So I'll click on that, and I'll download it. I'll click on that, and it'll download wherever it goes on your particular hard drive. And so I'm going to open it up. So here's question number 1. And so what I'm going to do here, this just gives you an explanation. This is where you type a question selected. So I've got one. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And so it's this, one of the questions I'm going to pick is tell me about a time when you had to juggle multiple priority tasks. How'd you decide where to begin? And so the situation is where I'm going to type that. Now, the situation, you have to realize that most people don't know what you're talking about. If I said we were busy at work, that's not helpful. Where do you work? Why were you busy? What were you doing? Right? So I'm going to write my answer in there. And then the task was I had to handle multiple priorities, and I had to evaluate and put them in order. This is what I did. The result was I was a hero. Everything came out perfectly and everybody loved me. And the lesson I learned here was that I can handle multiple priorities and get people to help me. And so I'm good to get along with. And so that's how you do it. So you take the each on there. And so we'll take another one, say, for instance, question 2. Now, question two can't be the same as the first question. You can't tell me twice about how you juggled uh, uh, multiple priorities. So you're going to pick a completely separate question. So, so this one will use a different question. It's how did you handle stress on the job? Again, I'm going to tell you what the situation was, and be sure to tell me what was going on, what you were doing, where you were, etc. And then I have the task. This is what I needed to do to handle this stress. This is the action that I took to handle the stress. Here was the result. Now, in this particular case, let's say it didn't work out all that great. You know, up here I was a hero and everybody loved me. Here, I didn't quite get the result I wanted. That's okay. You don't have to be the hero every time, but this is where the learn comes in. So you can fail, but just make sure you told them what you'd learned and what you'd do different the next time. Or if you learned and you had another situation and you ended up resolving it at a later time. So that's pretty simple and straightforward, but you need to answer each of those and give people an idea. So you're going to save this to your hard drive or flash drive, come back to the content, and you're going to come down here to the submission box, and you can either drag or drop, upload the file, and then hit submit, and that will take care of it. Now, the template is required, so use the template. It makes it easier for me to grade and easier for you to make sure that you got all the questions correctly on there. So let's get out of here, and we'll come back. And so we are going to have Yellow Dig this week. And it's going to take us to Yellow Dig. I don't have anything new to really add to this. You still have all the topics that you can use. You're not limited to any of them that you have. I do suggest that you start using the hashtags. I have to say I'm pleased with the responses that you've been having here the last week. You've been talking about some of the experiences, some of the assignments, and giving your perspectives on them. We're starting to see more of the hashtags turn up here. So that's good. That's a good thing. So I'm just going to encourage you to continue operating and uh, doing what you've been doing, post and respond. Now, remember that you have to earn 800 points by the end of the semester to get an A in Yellow Dig. And you can earn up to 1,350 points per week. So if you've been behind, go ahead and continue to build that up so you can get that 1350. If you've just been getting 1,000 and you want to end early with it, then build them up, do a 1350. So it's a good way to either work ahead or catch up. And so, again, we got many topics. We'll have several others I think that you'll be interested in as the semester goes on that will relate to the assignments on that. Okay, one other last thing. Remember that if you see a topic and there's no color in it, then that's for entertainment, information, if you will, or getting help on assignments. So those aren't worth any points, but I do encourage you to go ahead and do those. That's all I have for instructor guidance this week. You can contact me through messages on Blackboard or email myers-d at mssu.edu.